Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a reaction to the action of the World Wrestling Empire! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Ledge with my co-host, the Princess of Professional Wrestling, Devlin Blanchard.
El Diablo.
Boy, I took that stupid thing down. We got a great night of wrestling come up. No Devlin Blanchard tricks allowed, we hope. Got some great interviews. Gonna see the Military Express taking on the Leopard men.
And I want to tell you something. I made a phone call back home to Memphis, Tennessee, and I talked to a man by the name of Big Daddy Fleetwood, and I said, Big Daddy, there's a big, fat, stinking hillbilly here by the name of Uncle Donk. Why don't you come on down and run him over? And Big Daddy Fleetwood said, Devlin, baby, anything for you. So tonight you're going to see from Memphis, Tennessee, one half of the Cadillac Brothers, Big Daddy Fleetwood, taking business to Uncle Donk.
Yeah, and they're going to be in a tag team match. You're leaving out Scott Storm, who's going to be with Big Daddy, and Crazy Carl, one half of the Hillbillies from Muleshoe, Texas. That ought to be really good. And then we got another great match, something I never thought I'd see, when Dirty Dan Wilder from the Texas Outlaws takes on Renegade, the original.
And moreover, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of this show, Bone Crusher Bobby Burns steps into the ring against Annhiliator.
Woo, well, it'll be non-stop action from here on out tonight, folks. We're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to be right back. This is the World Wrestling Empire.
Say hello to Captain Rowdy.
Hi there, let's talk about Golden Pond 2. Are you looking for a good pre-owned TV? We got them. Stereos? We got them. Jewelry? We got that. How about a good firearm? Boy, do we got them. Musical instruments? Golden Pond 2 has one of the largest selection of pre-owned instruments in the area. Vintage guitars, amps and preamps, drums, keyboards, mixers, and more. If we don't have it, you probably don't need it. We buy, sell, trade, and loan all of those things, plus car and home, lawn and garden, fishing equipment, bikes, you name it, at Golden Pond 2, 1319 South Peoria in Tulsa.
Are you in the market for a good new or used appliance? Then Conley Appliances, 4902 Charles Page Boulevard is just what you've been looking for. Whether you need a TV, refrigerator, dishwasher, furniture, or whatever your appliance needs, Conley's has sales or rent to own at a price to fit your budget. At Conley's, we'll treat you like family. There's no credit check. You can even phone your order in and we'll deliver it directly to your door. And we don't forget you after the sale. Our service tech is there to ensure your satisfaction. Don't spend another day without Conley Appliances, 585-5055. The Keg, 11th and Pittsburgh in Tulsa, where we have the best pool players, the sharpest dart players, and the ugliest bartenders in Tulsa. Share an ice-cold draft with the beautiful people at the Keg, 11th and Pittsburgh, proud sponsors of the Tulsa Billiard Association Pool League.
Right here in the World Wrestling Empire, flamboyant Flamin' Raymond, and what I'd like to call the first family of the World Wrestling Empire. Ladies and gentlemen, we have down here the Leopard men, Scott Storm, Bernard Funk, the original Renegade, and a good friend of mine way back home from Memphis, Tennessee, Big Daddy Fleetwood, all under the guidance and tutelage of the flamboyant one himself, my good friend, Flamin' Raymond.
I want to tell you stupid idiots out there in TV land, I have a lot of surprises up my sleeve since Akbar left me in charge here in the WWE. Isn't that right, Devlin?
Oh, Akbar's money flows freely, and it flows into the hands of flamboyant Flamin' Raymond and what I call the family, right here on the World Wrestling Empire. You bet, brother.
I gotta tell you, that's the first I heard about Akbar leaving anybody in charge, much less Flamin' Raymond.
And what better man to leave in charge than the flamboyant one?
I don't know. Gee, these man guys, y'all are always coming up with, you know.
You ought to see the bank wad Flamin' Raymond is carrying on his person now. Now that General Akbar has
probably
left him
something
in
he
charge.
pulled out of his ear or something. I don't know. Well, let's get on with some good action tonight because we're going to start out with a killer tag team match. I'm looking forward to this match.
I am too.
I think these guys are. I think we're going to see the Military Express coming along. You know, as a tag team, they're maturing. I think they're improving. I expect great things out of these guys.
Take a hike. Now that you've been filled full of it, let Devlin tell you the truth. Military Express want to come in here against Leopard Men. You guys have a death wish or what? Asking for punishment. You want it? You're going to get it. Bring on the victims, Ledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the third man in the ring for this match, referee Dynamite Darrell.
Dynamite Darrell.
This is World Wrestling Empire Tag Team Action. Coming in first with a combined total weight of 485 pounds, escorted by their manager, the flamboyant Flamin' Raymond. Ladies and gentlemen, Leopard Men.
Flamboyant Flamin' Raymond never ceases to amaze even Devlin. The Leopard Men. These men took a couple of weeks of hiatus to go out on the road and tour and beat and break bones and destroy bodies across the country. And they are back here in the World Wrestling Empire tonight. And oh, they came to have some fun.
Their opponents this evening, with a combined total weight of 420 pounds, from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, the Military Express.
Sergeant Todd and Sergeant Hartman, the military excuse, or the military depressed, or the military oppressed. Oh, Ledge.
You know, I wish you quit picking on these guys. These guys are going to be good someday.
Oh,
You're going to regret it.
What's up, Hartman? How's your neck? How's your neck? Ugh. You notice Sergeant Hartman is standing about 3 inches shorter now than he was before.
You're going to get yours someday.
Yeah, but I didn't get it at the hands of Steve Hartley last week.
It'll happen. It'll happen. I got a feeling you're going to get yours someday.
Wonder how tall Steve Hartley is now.
The Military Express is an up-and-coming team. We've seen vast improvement out of these guys, and you better quit underrating them.
You know, Ledge, I'm going to agree with you on something. They are an up-and-coming tag team. Biggest problem is they just keep getting knocked down and going back.
I think we're going to see some great things out of these guys. I look forward to the day they turn around and whip your tail.
Looks like these guys got exposed to way too much mustard gas while they were in Kuwait.
Referee Dynamite Darrell checking over the Leopard Men. Flamin' Raymond mysteriously absent from ringside at this point.
You know, I found out what happened with
Okay.
Sergeant Hartman, why he smiles all the time, why his face is...
Oh, the Military Express!
There's a double rub!
What? No! The Military Express has just defeated the Leopard Men! All right, yeah, the first win by the Military Express in the World Wrestling Empire! Raymond is a little upset now! All right! Woo! Yes, the Military Express reach in while the Leopard Men are showboat. Roll them up, 1, 2, 3, they're out of there. What a job! Flamin' Raymond obviously upset, and worst of all, Devlin Blanchard is speechless. Unbelievable way to start out the night. What a match! Woo! I'll tell you what, I love it. Yeah! All right, all right. Tell you, we're gonna let.
They had the tights. They were pulling the
Oh,
men's
come on.
tights.
No way. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. This is the World Wrestling Empire. Yeah.
I know what to say. Oh, that was
Need insurance if you have a car, boat, or motorcycle, even if you have traffic tickets or a DUI. If you own a business, if you are a renter, Try Us for Insurance has been serving Oklahomans since 1951. We are property and casualty insurance specialists. Try Us for Insurance, an independent agent for property and casualty insurance. Try Us for Insurance, 831 North Sheridan, Tulsa. That's 834-5663.
Hey, tough guy. Where were you during the last World Wrestling Empire event? Is your brain too small for intelligent thought? Don't be a chicken any longer. Come to the Oklahoma National Guard Armory, 4220 North Highway 169,
Saturday, June 24th, 1995, the World Wrestling Empire returns. Be a part of the TV audience Saturday, June 24th. Doors open at 7, bell times 8 o'clock. All kids $2. The World Wrestling Empire. Be there.
Sir Knight Formal Wear has the tuxedo for you that is the right style, the right color, the right size, at the right price for your wedding, prom, or that special occasion. It's Sir Knight Formal Wear. Open 7 days a week with 2 locations in Oklahoma City and at South Roads Mall, Tulsa. When you need to look right, Sir Knight Formal Wear.
Wow! The Military Express, they beat the Leopard Man, and Raymond throws his little temper tantrum in the ring. Devlin Blanchard is speechless. I tell you, I'm loving tonight. This is great. The Military Express defeats the Leopard Man. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. That is just excellent. You know, I think the Leopard Men need to learn to concentrate a little bit, don't you think? Devlin, he's still speechless, you know, which is something you don't hear all the time. But hey, enjoy it while it lasts, because he's probably going to get fired back up again. We got a great match coming up at you next. Got some more tag team action, you know, and Devlin's done nothing but brag to me about this next guy, this Big Daddy Fleetwood guy. Where do you find these people?
I'll go into a little more detail in just a few minutes, but let's just say that I've known Big Daddy Fleetwood for a long time. He's a fellow Memphian, if that tells you something. Memphis, Tennessee, where the weak are killed and eaten.
Or kicked out of town like you were.
Yeah, sure. Tell you what, why don't you go do your job and let me do mine. Let me enlighten the imbeciles at home. Scott Storm and a new man that I've put on loan, let's say, to flamboyant Flamin' Raymond Big Daddy Fleetwood. They're going to be facing off against the Hillbillies. Fleetwood, get it? Cadillac, running over. Bye-bye, Hillbillies. Meet Big Daddy and Scott Storm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is World Wrestling Empire Tag Team Action. Tonight's referee for this match, referee Dynamite Darrell. Coming in first, with a combined total weight of 540 pounds, Scott Storm with the newcomer to the World Wrestling Empire, Big Daddy Fleetwood.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Devlin made a phone call back to Memphis, Tennessee, and I called Big Daddy Fleetwood, who is one half of the Cadillac Brothers, and I said, Big Daddy, you needs to come down here and take care of Uncle Donk. And ladies and gentlemen, what you see is Scott Storm, and from my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee, Big Daddy Fleetwood.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, their opponents this evening with a combined total weight of 600 pounds. You know them as the World Wrestling Empire Tag Team Champions from Muleshoe, Texas, Uncle Donk and Crazy Carl.
Yeah, come on, Uncle Donk and Crazy Carl, you drooling idiots. Come on out here and take your beatings. You men have ran roughshod over the World Wrestling Empire for too long, and now you have brainwashed the Texas Outlaws. Well, Big Daddy Fleetwood and Scott Storm are here to knock your brains out of your heads, however small they may be.
Man, where do you come up with this stuff?
Oh, you know what's likely to happen now that Dynamite Derelict Dipstick Ding Dong is in there again?
No, what?
This man does not do his job. There's no way the Military Express could have beaten the Leopard Men fair and square. It's not possible.
Man. Yeah, we'll watch that tape again later. That was as fair as it gets.
You better believe I want to watch that tape again later.
Leopard Men were out of position and not even paying attention to what was going on. Their two videos over there hooting or whatever it is they do.
There he goes again. The man has got hands like a lobster. I'm glad Ledge, I'm glad I'm sitting on my buttocks because I'm afraid he might come over here and try to grab a handful of mine.
It's a powerful weapon in the hillbilly arsenal, the goose.
How's your brother doing, Ledge?
Oh, come on now, Deborah.
Homer Noodle.
You know, I told everybody before the event, so let's talk about this right now. You know, Devlin decided that he'd reach into my past and pull out some things that I'm not necessarily real proud of. So we did a little checking in Devlin, you know, and you know, I found out that Devlin's real name used to be Deborah Nerdlinger. You know, and I guess this was before the sex change operation.
You think you're really funny,
yeah,
don't you?
No wonder
Ledge,
you're the
you have any
sexiest man
doubts,
in the world. You used to be a woman.
If you have any doubts about my masculinity, there's a whole line of women that can tell you all about it.
And we're getting ready to go.
One thing I want to throw in right here.
There's the bell.
I want to say a special hello to Alma Pinkerton, who is going under quintuple bypass surgery. Alma Pinkerton, best of luck to you. We wish you the best from the World Wrestling Empire.
Here we go. Looks like it's gonna be Big Daddy Fleetwood first in the ring with Crazy Carl.
Let me tell you something,
immediately confused by the tactics of the Hillbillies.
Big Daddy has worked with the best. This man is from Memphis, Tennessee, and he is here to wipe out Uncle Donk and Crazy Carl. I know a lot about this man. Big Daddy and I grew up together, and I ain't talking about the likes of Steve the Atomic Play-Doh Hartley. Big Daddy Fleetwood is a man who takes care of business. Speaking of men who take care of business, my good friend, the flamboyant one, has joined me.
You know what's so funny is you got all these stupid idiots out there thinking these hillbillies are so good. Look at them. All they know how to do is brawl. That's it. With pigs and goats and stuff like that.
Okay, here we go. Uncle
I made
Donk
the phone
taking
call
off
to Big Fleetwood, and I know you'll do him right, baby. A fellow Memphian. Bernard, good to see you, my friend.
Collar and elbow tie-up, Big Daddy and Uncle Donk. Uncle Donk pushes into the corner. Big Daddy Fleetwood complaining about something. Oh, no, all indications are they're accusing Uncle Donk of pulling his hair.
Little something I want to mention here about Scott Storm. 2 weeks ago, Scott Storm and Shane Cortez went absolutely insane in this building on this show.
That's exactly right, and they're going to do it again here tonight.
No, they're doing it next week.
Next week?
It's next week.
Oh, okay.
Aren't you glad I've got my act together?
I don't get, oh man, what a deal. Anyway, I remember talking about it.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
Uncle Donk is playing with fire. Big Daddy Fleetwood does not like people messing with his hair. Uncle Donk is doing so, and Big Daddy will squash this gomer.
I think what we're seeing is more complaining about something that didn't actually happen.
Look at the
typical
size.
Layman Raymond strategy to delay and stall for time. There's collar and elbow tie-up. Uncle Donk with the whips off the rope. Big Daddy Fleetwood. Oh, both big men run in, shoulders up. There it is again.
How do you like that, Uncle Donk?
Uncle Donk ducks. Big Daddy. Oh.
That was almost like a Japanese arm drag.
Flipped him over his knee. Oh, here we go. Oh, big body slam.
Here comes Scott Storm.
Oh, Uncle Donk gets Scott Storm there. Body slams him. Picks up Big Daddy and body slams him once again. Uncle Donk intent to take on the whole tag team.
Uncle Donk and Crazy Carl are playing with toys that they do not understand.
Oh, there's the
See,
gig.
these two drooling idiots are in here thinking they're going to have a fun time at the ball field. Well, gentlemen, this is not softball. This is professional wrestling, and you are against two of the toughest and meanest hombres in the business in Scott Storm and Big Daddy Fleetwood.
I thought you were talking about the Hillbillies there.
I am anxiously awaiting the arrival of the other Cadillac brother.
The other brother, huh?
Big Daddy Fleetwood is one half of the tag team Cadillac Brothers. Oh, the stories they can tell. Oh, no.
Oh, look at that. Uncle Donk in with the goose. Psychologically, that is devastating to opponents.
I'm sure it is.
They totally lose their concentration.
It really makes a man question his masculinity.
Are excellent ring strategists. These guys, week after week, come up with new
look
ways.
at this.
Oh, there they go after Flamin' Raymond. Oh, the Hillbillies in fine form tonight.
These men are not well, Ledge.
Scott Storm and Big Daddy Fleetwood having their hands full with the boys from Muleshoe, Texas tonight.
These men are not well. I want to know how they escaped from the institution.
Hey, these guys are the World Wrestling Empire Tag Team Champions. There was no escaping to be done. These guys have been, they're
I guess
awesome.
you could say, Ledge, that these men are an institution.
Yes, you could say that. Are rapidly becoming one. There goes Crazy Carl after Scott Storm. I really enjoy these guys.
Let me tell these two corn-fed, inbred, hayseed, pumpkin-growing, tractor-driving idiots one thing, Ledge. You can't maintain tag team titles by grabbing butts.
Well, they've done it so
And
far.
that's all they do is grab butts.
I suppose we're going to ignore those body slams a little bit ago by Uncle Donk.
It was that body slam was actually a failed attempt at butt grabbing.
Oh, well, I've heard it all.
And you know
now.
that letter that you read about 2 weeks ago
from your little friend
Bruce? I found out who Bruce is.
Oh,
it's Uncle Donk.
Oh, yeah. Always the excuse. Here we go. Scott Storm with a big chop. Looks like a closed fist from this angle. There, Uncle Donk able to reverse the whip. Sends Scott Storm into the turnbuckle.
High hip toss.
Way in the air goes Scott Storm.
Oh, now Uncle Donk can't give a clean break. Whoa!
Uncle Donk assists Scott Storm out of the corner. Hillbillies from Muleshoe, Texas, doing a good job at this point, taking care of Flamin' Raymond and crew.
Oh, they're cheating, Ledge, aren't they?
They couldn't be cheating.
When Scott Storm has got his hands on the rope and Uncle Donk does not release the hold, that is cheating.
If I remember correctly, according to you, in the way the rules are, he's got till a 5 count to break that hold.
Merely a technicality, Ledge.
Before that, it's perfectly, and I believe I heard you tell me this one time.
You are a walking bag of excuses, Homer.
I don't know. They're just the same excuses you use, only I apply them in cases where you don't want to.
Yeah, well, aren't you the American guy?
I really am. That's why I've got
Speaking of which,
so many
Ledge,
letters.
how'd you like it last week when I drove Steve Hartley's skull through the mat?
Devlin, you're going to get yours, you know. I think Steve Hartley was still reeling from the injuries caused by that little awards presentation the week before. And I think Steve's going to be back to...
High back body drop, and there's one on
Another one goes after Big Daddy Fleetwood. So far, Uncle Donk hasn't even hardly needed the services of his tag team partner, Crazy Carl.
It's because Crazy Carl's too busy outside picking for fleas and ticks.
Crazy Carl steps out of the ring. Once again, Uncle Donk's ready for him. There's the tag. Crazy Carl into the ring, ready to go.
Hey, have you heard that the Hillbillies got a new endorsement contract for a new men's cologne?
No, I haven't heard that.
They did. It's called Pungent of Sewer.
I bet you stay up late at nights and don't sleep thinking of this stuff, don't you?
I stay up late at nights and don't sleep thinking about the possibilities of those two Gomers coming over here close enough to me that I can smell them.
Oh, man. Oh, big high drop kick by Scott Storm.
Crazy Carl, grab that butt now. How do you like that?
Crazy Carl on the mat. Little slow to get to his feet. Scott Storm moves in. There's the tag. Big Daddy Fleetwood into the ring.
Oh, this is going to be nice.
Both
Look at this.
wrestlers with the whip off the rope and a double clothesline.
Big Daddy with a fist to the head. Get out there and count, you stupid.
One.
You know,
Crazy
somebody
Carl
needs to
able
do
get the
something
shoulder up
about
and
Ding
let
Dong
that
Daryl. Bottom line, this man is incompetent.
Dynamite Daryl doing a great job of refereeing at this point.
Look at that. Where you at, Daryl? Can't see that either.
Dynamite Daryl orders the hold broken by Mr. Fleetwood. In comes Scott Storm on the tag.
I like that, Mr. Fleetwood. That's nice.
It's easier to remember than Big Daddy Fleetwood. That's kind of a mouthful.
Scott Storm, this is, oh, no way. This is going to take incredible strength by Storm.
Oh, and Crazy Carl reverses it.
With a handful of tights.
Oh. You must watch a different monitor than I do. Well, I'll tell you, if you haven't been out to these shows, you got to come out here. The house is packed. Standing room only. Get here early.
That is great. Ladies and gentlemen, it's fun and it's cool and it's great to watch it on TV, but there is nothing like experiencing the World Wrestling Empire live. You need to come to these shows. Come to the TV tapings. This is the hottest Saturday night in town, ladies and gentlemen.
Into the ring against Uncle Donk.
We got all 4 men in.
Drive him into the turnbuckle. Oh! Donk comes back with a smash to the throat or neck area. Oh, they slam Fleetwood and Scott Storm into each other.
This is not right. All
Crazy
4 men are
Carl
in the ring.
moves
There's
in on
another
Scott
fist.
Storm. Uncle Donk going after Big Daddy.
Oh.
There's a chop to the chest.
Well, look over here, Scott Storm getting ready to say bye-bye to Crazy Carl.
Scott Storm, oh! Referee Dynamite Darrell calls for the bell. I think there's a disqualification against Scott Storm.
Oh, I told you Big Daddy is here to take care of Uncle Donk. And here it comes, Ledge.
Oh,
wait a
Uncle
minute.
Donk dunks him. Oh, drives him to the mat. It's still going on.
I want to know one thing.
Uncle Donk dives out to save his tag team partner, Crazy Carl.
I want to know one thing. Why were Big Daddy Fleetwood and Scott Storm disqualified? Why?
I believe I saw Scott Storm tossing Crazy Carl over the top rope. It was an automatic
Yeah,
disqualification.
but your boy, the man who's on your payroll, Ledge, Dynamite Darrell.
Oh, there you have it, referee Dynamite Darrell.
Raymond's got the belts.
No, that's not what happened. Scott Storm
Let me
and
be
Big
the
Daddy
first to say
Fleetwood
it,
were
Ledge.
disqualified. Raymond's
Maybe.
boys are stealing the belts from the Hillbillies.
Maybe the Hillbillies have the title, but Flamboyant Flamin' Raymond's got the belt.
Well, we'll have to get that straightened up with the referees. We're going to take a short commercial break and going to be back with a lot more action. This is the World Wrestling Empire. I'm the Ledge with Prince Devlin Blanchard or whoever he is. These are our sponsors. You can be sure of that. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
When you drive by these storefronts, do you know instantly what they sell? Do you know the flavor, the quality of what's inside? Well, this is just one reason to turn to a Blaze window design for your sign needs. Made from a tough solar film that protects and insulates your windows and reduces ultraviolet rays, these graphics are practical as well as beautiful. Whether in a commercial or residential setting, let a Blaze design create and install a unique sign of your individuality. Oh yes, a Blaze can also fill your other sign needs, from banners to magnetics to auto designs. Call us now.
Welcome to the Keg. We're a friendly neighborhood tavern where you can shoot some pool with the best players in town. Match your skills with some of Tulsa's best darters. Or enjoy a cold draft with a friend. The Keg, 11th in Pittsburgh, where everything is served ice cold.
Hi there, let's talk about Golden Pond 2. Are you looking for a good pre-owned TV? We got them. Stereos? We got them. Jewelry? We got that. How about a good firearm? Boy, do we got them. Musical instruments? Golden Pond 2 has one of the largest selection of pre-owned instruments in the area. Vintage guitars, amps and preamps, drums, keyboards, mixers, and more. If we don't have it, you probably don't need it. We buy, sell, trade, and loan all of those things, plus car and home, lawn and garden, fishing equipment, bikes, you name it, at Golden Pond 2, 1319 South Peoria in Tulsa.
Promotional consideration provided by the following: Davcom Video. Don't let your business be the best kept secret in town. Call Davcom Video. Skyam Graphics, proudly providing the World Wrestling Empire event programs. Sir Knight Formal Wear. When you want to look right, Sir Knight. Try us for insurance for your home, car, or business.
Oh, what a great way for a match to end. Not double DQ, but Big Daddy Fleetwood, your buddy from Memphis, and Scott Storm are disqualified because Fleetwood throws Crazy Carl over the top rope. Definitely illegal.
One thing I need to enlighten you people about regarding Big Daddy. Victories mean nothing to this man. Broken bones is what he considers his pay.
Oh, you come up with all kinds of ridiculous stuff, you know?
You want to see ridiculous? Let me tell you ridiculous. What's about to occur in this ring is ridiculous.
I'm out of here.
Dirty Dan Wilder and Bone Crusher Bobby Brown brainwashed or something by the Hillbillies and Shane Cortez, because there is no way that I would ever expect to see Dirty Dan Wilder stepping into the ring against Renegade. Only General Akbar can save the Texas Outlaws now. They've gone out of control. It's unbelievable what I'm seeing in here. and I don't want to see it now, but the World Wrestling Empire Board of Directors has signed it. I may just remain silent throughout this match. No, I don't think I will. Let's get going, Ledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the third man in the ring for this match, referee Doug McCoy. Coming in first, standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 221 pounds, from Blue Rapids, Kansas, the original Renegade.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, Renegade. 2 weeks ago, we saw Renegade and Predator against the Military Express, and they were disqualified. When Shane Cortez entered the fray, the Texas Outlaws entered the fray. How Renegade and Predator got disqualified, I have no idea.
His opponent this evening, standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 215 pounds. You know him as one half of the Texas Outlaws from the Badlands of Texas, Dirty Dan Wilder.
Dirty Dan Wilder of the Texas Outlaws. Stepping into the ring tonight against Renegade. Last week we saw a violent and crazy 6-man tag team match. Renegade, Predator, and Scott Storm against the Outlaws and Shane Cortez. Now the feud brews even further. I noticed Bone Crusher Bobby Burns has escorted Dirty Dan Wilder to ringside. Homer?
Devlin, I guess I'll start calling you Deborah. Oh, the Outlaws bring out an Oklahoma flag to wave with that Texas flag. They are, of course, accompanied to the ring by their valet, Cherry Sunday.
Cherry Sunday?
That's what they said.
Okay.
You know,
the only question I have is why are the Outlaws carrying the Oklahoma flag?
Well, I think the Outlaws are slowly seeing the light here.
Outlaws, they're great guys. They're the greatest tag team in the World Wrestling Empire, but they've been brainwashed. And the only thing that can save them now is Skandar Akbar.
Skandar Akbar turned his back on the Texas Outlaws, sent Raymond and Silverado and everybody after the Outlaws after their defeat. You know, it's just that the Outlaws physically couldn't go the full 6 weeks of probation. Ever since that time, they're systematically seeking revenge one by one.
It's like I said, Flamboyant One. Dirty Dan. They have been brainwashed. That's the only explanation.
All right, let's get in the ring and get some wrestling going here, Raymond.
How do you like that, Veg?
Oh, I could care less.
You know, if I didn't have to sit here and try to keep you in line and keep you, the fountain of misinformation, from overflowing, I would like to go have a talk with Bone Crusher and Dirty Dan.
I see.
Something is not right here, Ledge.
I don't have a problem at all. The Outlaws have finally come to their senses and started to act like athletes instead of outlaws.
So now what are you going to call them, the Texas Athletes?
I'd say they're turning into a technically expert group of wrestlers.
Outlaws have always been athletes. Never a question about it.
The Outlaws have not in the past resorted to the type of tactics consistent with good athletics.
I want to make a point, and I want to make it known right now, Ledge.
Okay.
I do not blame the Texas Outlaws for what has occurred regarding their personality change. I don't blame them for it at all.
Okay. And?
That's it.
Oh,
they are still the greatest tag team in the history of the World Wrestling Empire.
Hey, they're great. They're not the tag team champions right now, but they are really good.
Yeah, and who is? The Hillbillies, who stole the belts from the Outlaws. And now the Outlaws have befriended these geeks.
The Hillbillies saved the Outlaws from certain destruction at the hands of Skandar Akbar in the camps of, there's the bell. Anyway, in the camps of Flamin' Raymond and Silverado. Here we go. And now the Outlaws systematically seeking revenge on members of Flamin' Raymond and Silverado's camps one by one, going in there and taking them on tonight. We've got Dirty Dan Wilder against Renegade, who definitely assisted in that little fiasco a few weeks ago.
Ledge, last week we saw Renegade, Predator, and Scott Storm against the Texas Outlaws and Shane Cortez, and it was not a pretty sight at all.
That's exactly right, and that just builds it up to what we're seeing tonight. These two guys wanted to get in the ring after each other, and now's their chance. Oh, Renegade looks away. Dirty Dan takes advantage of the opportunity. Renegade quickly outside the ring.
Hey,
Dirty Dan Wilder invites Renegade right back in. He's ready to go tonight.
I'll tell you something, these two men know each other very, very well. They have traveled up and down the highways and byways together. They have wrestled as tag team, which reminds me, I want to bring something up.
Okay.
In a televised match, untelevised match a short time ago, it was the Texas Outlaws and Renegade against JT Rocker, Michael the Rock Johnson, and Red Eagle. And I was disgusted by what I saw at the end of this match. The Texas Outlaws left Renegade in the ring by himself, and then Shane Cortez talked and conned the Texas Outlaws into coming back in the ring, and the three of them triple-teamed Renegade. I don't blame the Texas Outlaws.
Oh! Nice move by Dirty Dan Wilder. Sends a knee into the forehead of Renegade. Now working with that reverse chin lock. Torquing it down on Renegade. Dirty Dan Wilder in a little bit of singles action tonight, going to work against one of the members of Flamin' Raymond's crew.
Here comes Renegade off the ropes, attempts a clothesline. Dirty Dan ducks out, gives a back elbow to the Renegade.
Oh, Renegade comes back.
I guess they went to fuck.
You hear that?
No, what?
The Oklahoma Outlaws. Remember the USFL football team?
Yeah.
Raymond says if the Texas Outlaws decide to become the Oklahoma Outlaws, they will be defunct as well.
You know, Raymond is just really creative sometimes. Oh! Good move by Dirty Dan Wilder. Nice thrust to the chest area. Sends Renegade back. Oh, Renegade comes in with the low blow.
That's right.
Dirty Dan Wilder rolls out of the ring. Bone Crusher Bobby Burns quick to come to the aid of Dirty Dan Wilder.
You know, you're probably going to hear Uncle Devlin calling this match as square down the middle as you've ever heard, because I don't have any hatred for the Texas Outlaws. Renegade, the original Renegade, is one of my favorite wrestlers, and I just don't like what I'm seeing in here tonight, Ledge.
I don't like the tactics that we've seen out of Renegade at this point. Not much of wrestling. All right, Dirty Dan Wilder able to get back into the ring. Renegade immediately moves in, and Dirty Dan returns that in kind. Oh, yes. Crowd showing a little appreciation for that.
Doug McCoy, I will say something for him. Double thrust to the throat.
Thrust.
McCoy is letting him get
Dirty
away with
Dan
a lot.
Wilder going to the ropes now, really going after Renegade.
McCoy's letting him get away with a lot because he knows these two men are not Greco-Roman Ketcha-Skashkan wrestlers.
Oh, Dirty Dan Wilder showing one of the reasons that he is one half of the Texas Outlaws.
He just took Renegade over to Snapmare by the ears.
Dirty Dan got a little tired of what was going on with Renegade and gang.
Oh, he attempted the Dirty Dan drop. Didn't quite work out for him.
Renegade's developing a new strategy to stop that one. It looks like he knows get down to the mat before it starts.
Is it a pile driver?
Oh, Dirty Dan Wilder can't get Renegade up on the pile driver. He's pulling on him. Oh, Scott Storm comes in. Was that an outlaw bull rope?
The Texas
Dan Wilder, Bone Crusher's pulled off his
with the assistance of that cowbell.
He's lining against up against Bernard Funk. There's a pin. Renegade's just pinned Dirty Dan Wilder, the Texas Outlaws.
Hey, the Texas Outlaws have won a lot of matches with the assistance of that cowbell.
I missed what happened there. I don't quite know what was going on. I was trying to watch the Bone Crusher. In the meantime, Renegade was able to get into the ring and pin Dirty Dan Wilder. Bone Crusher Bobby Burns in the ring trying to take care of some of his wrestlers. Backing off Flamin' Raymond camp. Flamin' and Raymond take the opportunity to scoot it on out of the building. There goes Renegade and company. Tell you, we're going to take this opportunity to scoot into a commercial. We're going to be right back, and we're going to see Bone Crusher Bobby Burns taking on Annhiliator. I think his temper will be set for this. I'm the Ledge with Prince Devlin Blanchard. Don't go away. We're going to be right back.
Did you hear those people cheer when you said Prince Devlin Blanchard?
They were cheering.
They love me. They really, really love me.
Hi, I'm Glenn DeWeese, the owner of Davcom Video and the director of tonight's show. And this is the edit suite where we put it all together. You know, it's a proven fact that people who both see and hear information remember significantly more than people who only see or hear it. Recent advances in video technology have brought high-quality video within the reach of even the smallest business or organization. If you have a video need for anything from large multi-camera shoots from cheerleading competitions to professional wrestling, or perhaps you want to showcase your product in a trade show or create a training video for your employees, Davcom Video offers turnkey production from scripting to making your copies. And we'll work with your budget to give you the best video product your money can buy. Call us now, 749-9447. References available on request.
Hey, tough guy. Where were you during the last World Wrestling Empire event? Is your brain too small for intelligent thought? Don't be a chicken any longer. Come to the Oklahoma National Guard Armory, 4220 North Highway 169, Saturday, June 24th, 1995. The World Wrestling Empire returns. Be a part of the TV audience, Saturday, June 24th. Doors open at 7, bell times 8 o'clock. All kids $2. The World Wrestling Empire. Be there.
Are you in the market for a good new or used appliance? Then Conley Appliances, 4902 Charles Page Boulevard is just what you've been looking for. Whether you need a TV, refrigerator, dishwasher, furniture, or whatever your appliance needs, Conley's has sales or rent to own at a price to fit your budget. At Conley's, we'll treat you like family. There's no credit check. You can even phone your order in and we'll deliver it directly to your door. And we don't forget you after the sale. Our service tech is there to ensure your satisfaction. Don't spend another day without Conley Appliances, 585-5055.
Ladies and gentlemen, Renegade with a pin. 1, 2, 3 on Dirty Dan Wilder. What can I tell you? Sometimes good friends can become bitter enemies.
Hello, my name is Captain Rowdy. Where am I?
Oh, steal my crown? Now the other half of the Texas Outlaws. Bone Crusher Bobby Burns must step into the ring and face another one of the men who's bankrolled by the noble General Skandor Akbar, Annhiliator. Two big men, two men who don't care about wrestling, they just like to fight. It's going to be a haymaker. Let's go to the ring, to the ledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the third man in the ring for this match, referee Doug McCoy. Coming in first, he is a World Wrestling Empire former heavyweight champion, standing 6 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 325 pounds. He's escorted by Silverado from Los Angeles, California, Annhiliator.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big A, Annhiliator. Bone Crusher Bobby Burns has definitely got his hands full tonight. Notice, Silverado brings the entire bad boys of the WWE with him. Carl Danzig and Brett, the brutal assassin Knight. Oh, once again, the Texas Outlaws are outnumbered. Legend.
His opponent this evening, you know him as one half of the Texas Outlaws, standing 6 foot 4 inches tall, weighing in at 270 pounds, the Bone Crusher, Bobby Burns.
The people are cheering. Does Bobby Burns really care? You've got to ask yourselves that. Does he really care? Silverado, good to see you. It is really strange to hear the idiots at ringside cheering and applauding the Texas Outlaws. And here's what I hate to see, right there outside the ring.
All right,
Bobby Burns shaking hands and kissing babies. I don't like that a bit.
Glad Dirty Dan Wilder's able to get back out for this match. I'm sure the Bone Crusher Bobby Burns could use a little watching at the backside.
What about, yeah, maybe you ought to hire Uncle Donk to watch his backside.
The Bad Boys
nice?
in the ring. Silverado and gang making quite a spectacle of themselves at this point, don't you think?
You know, I am not at all pleased with this situation, Ledge.
Oh, yeah?
I just witnessed something that just made me want to vomit.
And what was that?
Bone Crusher Bobby Burns shaking hands and kissing babies. Now, wait a minute. What is Dirty Dan coming in with the bell for? Annihilator hasn't done anything to him.
No, he knows he will, though. That's all you got to know about Annihilator.
Annihilator will be
Silverado
concentrating his efforts on Bone Crusher Bobby Burns.
Dirty Dan
What about
Wilder's
all those
still a little
things you used to say about the Texas Outlaws? You ain't saying too much about them now, are you?
I said they were great wrestlers. I distinctly remember that.
And
I said they needed to change their tactics a little bit, which they have done.
And
they've got a great new group of friends.
If I may remind the fans.
Yes.
If I may remind the fans here in the World Wrestling Empire.
Remind them.
You were one of the men responsible for putting the Texas Outlaws on the 6-week probationary period.
I was not responsible for that. That was the board of directors.
You know why you're always broke?
You cannot blame that on me.
You know why you got to borrow this penguin suit from Sir Knight?
There's the bell.
You know why you got to beg for a date? You got to beg for sunglasses because you use your money to influence the board of directors.
Oh, come on now. You know, Devlin, you are so far out there.
Here. Tell you what, Veg.
What's in between your ears? Butterflies?
Why don't you put this mask on? It'll make you look a lot better.
It seems like something the sexiest man in the world.
It's already breaking down. Crawl and Brett are caught between Bone Crusher Bobby Burns and Dirty Dan Wilder.
These guys are going to go at it somewhere in the building tonight. A lot going on at ringside, though.
Ledge, the Texas Outlaws look lost without the guidance of General Akbar. They are not concentrating on the action in the ring. They're too worried about the men outside the ring. Never before have the Texas Outlaws been distracted.
Just ordered Kroll Danzig and Brett Knight out to leave ringside.
Well, it don't look like they're doing it,
they're going anywhere. And there's a collar and elbow tie between the big men. Annihilator breaks it around into a headlock.
Gentlemen, ladies, idiots, to summarize, look at this man in the ring, Annihilator. This is the man that will stand beside me against the bald-headed freak Captain Rowdy.
And right here, we're looking at a battle of the Titans going on between the Bone Crusher and Annihilator.
These men are not Titans, they are giants. Each man, Ledge, you've got the stats. Am I right? Each man is 6'7" and over 300 pounds. Am I correct in this?
6'7", 325. Bone Crusher's 6'4", 270. So he gives 3 inches and about 50 pounds up to Annihilator.
Oh, Bone Crusher with a closed fist to the head.
Close by those two. Bone Crusher Bobby Burns indicating he intends to use some tactical maneuvering to influence the outcome of this match tonight.
See, Bone Crusher was distracted, Ledge. He hit Annihilator with a closed fist and then went over to discuss it and talk about it and brag about it to Cherry Sunday and Dirty Dan Wilder. He is not focused in the ring anymore, and that scares me. And here's something that ought to scare him.
Crusher into the corner. Big chop. Another big chop.
Annihilator's going to town on Bone Crusher. Whips him across.
Oh, Bone Crusher reverses the whip. Balls it up. Oh, big knee into the chest of Annihilator.
The impact
by the
sent Bone Crusher Bobby Burns to the mat.
Woo. Boy, that's a lot of weight running into the corner right there. Incredible. Incredible. Annihilator appears to be somewhat winded after that move. Takes his time about getting back into the ring.
I want to point something out. Once again, Bone Crusher Bobby Burns does not seem focused. That could get him hurt facing a man like the Annihilator.
Bone Crusher Bobby Burns looks like a man circling the ring with a purpose to me.
Of course, it's going to take a lot out of Bone Crusher to down Annihilator. I have my doubts as to whether or not he can do it. Irish whip into the ropes by the Bone Crusher. He ducks under Annihilator over the top. He stopped Annihilator, pointed up, Annihilator looked, and Bobby Burns gave him a shot in the jaw, and the house is about to explode.
I think
the fans here in the Empire tonight love that one, and they love the Texas Outlaws.
Oh, how fickle they are.
It's obvious with the new associates or friends that they're hanging out with. It's vastly influenced the crowd's decision on who to support in this match.
Look at the Bone Crusher. He's just waving the wind off.
Annhiliator shakes his head. He got crunched that time, full force. Both men back to circling the ring. There goes a collar and elbow tie-up.
These men are taking their time. They know that one mistake on the part of either man, Irish whip into the ropes once again. Annihilator goes down. He tells Bone Crusher to look. And when he looks up,
sets himself up for a finger walk by the Bone Crusher, Bobby Burns. Bobby Burns quick to use some of the tactics that he knows Annihilator, Bret Knight, Carol Danzig, and Silverado are capable of.
I'll tell you something. One mistake by either man could end this match, and at the size and the rate that these men work in that ring, it could end a career.
At any second. You've got a combined total weight of 595 pounds wrestling in that ring right now, and that is some big men.
Annihilator threw a big boot, looked like it caught the Bone Crusher in the xiphoid process, and that will take the wind right out of you. Annihilator goes for a quick pin, 2 count, the Bone Crusher kicks out.
All right, Annihilator still looking a little injured, but comes in with the double axe handle on Bobby Burns. The Bone Crusher slow to get to his feet. Annihilator too busy looking at the crowd. Boom! Big double axe handle to the chest of Annihilator.
Neither one of these men will give an inch, nor will they ask one. Uh-oh, Bobby Burns is going to the ropes. We've seen it before. It's the leg drop. And that landed right across the bridge of the nose.
Bobby Burns has just defeated Annihilator. Referee Doug McCoy makes it official. What a match. Two giants from the World Wrestling Empire going at it tonight. Oh! Here comes Carol Danzig and
I'll tell you what.
Knight come to the aid of the Annihilator. Good job by the Texas Outlaw.
Annihilator could very well have a broken nose. That leg drop caught Annihilator right across the bridge of the nose.
Right in the face. That's exactly right. And we got them slowly working their way out. I'll tell you what, we've had a great night of action. Speaking of great things, though, let's take a break. Let's go get a word in from our sponsor. We got a couple more surprises coming right back at you.
Scott Summers' interview coming up right after this break.
Need insurance if you have a car, boat, or motorcycle, even if you have traffic tickets or a DUI. If you own a business, if you are a renter, Try Us for Insurance has been serving Oklahomans since 1951. We are property and casualty insurance specialists. Try Us for Insurance, an independent agent for property and casualty insurance. Try Us for Insurance, 831 North Sheridan, Tulsa. That's 834-5663.
If you're watching this, then so are your customers. Find out how spot market advertising can work for your business. Call Navcom Video at 918-749-9447 and see your commercial here for as little as $60 per week. That's 749-9447. Promotional consideration provided by the following: Conley Appliances, home of service after the sale. The Keg, where everything is served ice cold. Ablaze Window Designs. We do banners too. Call Ablaze. Golden Pond, one of the largest selection of pre-owned musical instruments in the area.
When you drive by these storefronts, do you know instantly what they sell? Do you know the flavor, the quality of what's inside? Well, this is just one reason to turn to Ablaze Window Design for your sign needs. Made from a tough solar film that protects and insulates your windows and reduces ultraviolet rays, these graphics are practical as well as beautiful. Whether in a commercial or residential setting, let Ablaze Design create and install a unique sign of your individuality. Oh yes, Ablaze can also fill your other sign needs, from banners to magnetics to auto designs. Call us now.
This is The Ledge with Colonel Tom Parman and his wrestler, Scott Summers. Now,
I don't know why I'm here, but Scott said he had something he wanted to say and made a big deal out of me being here, and I'm a little uncomfortable about it, but here's your chance.
Ledge, I've heard some of the things you've been saying about me, and I just want to say that I don't hold it against you. I still think that you are a man of integrity, and I just want to know that I appreciate your opinion, but I have not changed. I want you to know that.
Well, I appreciate. Oh, Tennessee Rebel comes walk on. No, I don't like being here now.
This is my time. This is my time. What's he doing out here?
Well, I just happen to be strolling in the area, Scott Summers, and I got something to say to you and your manager. Right here's a contract. If you got anything left in you, this last time it wasn't over as far as I'm concerned. This is your chance to show everyone that you are a man.
How many times do I have to kick your butt before you realize I'm the better man? How many times?
Well, it looks like here's the chance to prove it. All you got to do is put your name on it, sign the contract, and then you got another match. You guys can get in there and finish up this little discussion.
Read it first before you sign it. Little man.
Hey, be a man.
Tear your man up.
Oh, I don't think so.
Right now, sign it.
Colonel, sign it.
There he goes, Colonel Tom Parman. Signing another contract, a battle with the Tennessee Rebel. We're all going to see that in the weeks to come here on the World Wrestling Empire.
And you should have read the fine print, my man.
You know, I fully expected at some point somebody was going to respect me for the fact that I am honest and call him like I see him. Never would have expected that out of Scott Summers.
He was joking.
Talk about a leopard changing his spots. I wish you could figure out which way they are.
And the joke was from Scott Summers, and you were the butt.
Well, listen, we've had
nothing
a
new.
great night in the World Wrestling Empire. Of course, next week we're going to get to see Scott Summers going against Tennessee Rebels, so you're going to hang around for that. We had a great night tonight. You know, the Military Express, one of their first wins in the WWE against the Leopard Men. Way to go, guys! Yeah.
Yeah. Here's one for you. Here's to you, Military Express.
Well, since he was speechless during the match, we could expect something like that out of Devlin Blanchard.
Yes, you
And
could.
then, of course, the Hillbillies from Muleshoe, Texas. Uncle Donk and Crazy Carl once again retain those tag team belts.
Yeah,
A little bit of DQ action.
But who ended up carrying the belts out of the building?
They stole the belts and run off and had everybody chase them around the building. I'm glad to report that later on in the evening they did manage to get the belts back from these guys.
No, they didn't.
What a joke.
No, they didn't. You're a fountain of misinformation.
Unbelievable. Of course, then Renegade, Dirty Dan Wilder. Didn't care for the outcome of that too much myself.
Well, I'm really happy to see Renegade with another mark in the win column. How he did it makes no difference to me. He did it. Now, regarding Dirty Dan Wilder, no comment.
Well, I'll have a comment. I think the Outlaws, in turning things around for themselves, have done an outstanding job. You know, just like Bone Crusher Bobby Burns did against Annihilator, pinned him.
Hey, he pinned him, but let me tell you something. Bone Crusher Bobby Burns was not focused in that ring. He was more disoriented than I've ever seen him in the past.
I thought the guy
And it's
did
got to
great.
do with the fact of the idiots around the ring. He's shaking hands and kissing babies and managing.
Okay, well, I'm getting the signal that it's time to go here. Want to remind everybody that we are on about 2 weeks away from picking the winners for the Date with Devlin, Date with Ledge thing, or if you just want to write down this address. It's the World Wrestling Empire, P.O. Box 593, Owasso, Oklahoma, 74055. Devlin's going to pay for a limo ride, nice restaurant. We're going to have dinner. It's going to be really killer. You know, you really look forward to that.
One more thing I want to touch on. Last week, I was busy with Steve Hartley. The week before that, I was busy with Steve Hartley. I didn't have time to address one thing. Captain Rowdy, you gutless little creep. You come here while I'm on vacation in Las Vegas and try to take over my job and run me down and rag on me. And then to top it off, you take my crown. Well, Ledge, here is Captain Rowdy. And let me show you something. And you know what this means when Devlin does this. There, Rowdy.
You've learned how to use a lighter?
There is your new crown. And I think you know what it means when Devlin plays with fire. Well, you want a crown, Rowdy? There it is.
I got one more thing to say, and we're going to get out of here. That candle is a lot brighter than Devlin is. Good night, Kayla. We'll see you next week right here on the World Wrestling Empire.
Captain Rowdy, I just blew out your light.